Hey everybody, it's Jill, Fire Floozie Crafts. Today is Floozie in the She Shed, Colorado edition, number 2. Welcome back, everyone. So as you know, I am in Colorado visiting my dad. And so I'm going to do this edition here from this corner of my room. Now, there's not a ton of light in here. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to have some footage in here for you for a couple other things. And I'll just be kind of moving around the room to try to find the best light to show you some stuff. And while I'm here, I probably will be doing a couple of videos from other rooms in the house. So stay tuned. But I recently got this big bag when I was down at my daughter Chelsea's. We cleaned out the back of her car. She had a big bag of bags. And she said, I need to get it down to just what I need and get rid of some of these totes. They're just the take-along totes. And I said, well, that's fine because I don't have a ton of them because I do a lot of giveaways and I will give away totes when I get nice ones, you know. Like, you know, from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's, you know, I've given away a lot of those totes. So I bought this one because this one is a large and it is, I'll try to get it, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see the whole thing. I snuck away with this one because the boys probably wouldn't be too happy that I took it. And then see how tall it is? And actually, I was able to get my sloth bag. So I want to show you, this bag is what I brought with me. And everything that I brought as far as like projects, that kind of thing, is in this bag. So I was able to get my sloth bag in the bottom of it. This is the one, you know, that I keep next to me and my chair in my she shed. And I have the ball bands for the stuff. This is the Tweed and Deed. This is what I used. See, it's going to be hard for you to see it. This is what I used on Chelsea's Cardi. I have my little Yarn Life box, which has a bunch of little goodies in it, stitch markers and tapestry needles, you know, darning needles, and that's in, because this thing has pockets on it, so that's in there. And then, what do I have in these? Nope, nothing on the side, these sides. Okay, and then on the inside, I have this. Now, this is my project bag that I got recently that y'all saw. This is from Fancy Boy Designs. You'll see that in a minute. And then here is the bag, Notions bag that goes with the sloth bag. And in it's where I'm keeping, where did that go? That's actually where I'm keeping track of the ball bands. So I have all of them in here for the things I'm working on. And that's supposed to go in the end here. to put that in this big pocket on the end. And then I have another Notions pouch. This is that one I got recently. Craftiness is happiness. And it's got a clear here so you can see what's in it. And it's got a ball sack from Amber of Amber's Craft Place. And I've got I use this to tighten the interchangeable needles. I've got a tape measure and a row counter. I love these. These are great. These are they look like little skeins of yarn, and they go on the end of the needles. There's a 16-inch needle in here. Pair of scissors. Here's a little Notions box here. And it's got more little doodads in there. So I'm all set if I start a project or if I need to throw in a bag. And then this is the Stars Hollow Cardi. I could show you what it's supposed to look like when it's got all of the sleeves and everything on it. Let me see. I'll leave the info down below. That's in here. I'm going to be showing you some footage of that here in a minute. And then in here I have the 2 bags of the yarn from Daniel. Now this is the Popeye yarn, and this was the Christmas Advent. So now let me show you what I'm doing with it. I started by doing a seed stitch. But I did not like it. So then I took it out and decided I was going to do something else. And I didn't like that. So it was just, oh, that's what happened. Last night I was working on it and I was doing knit 1, purl 1 ribbing, and I got 4 rows in and found out that I had twisted it. I don't want to twist it. So it is off the needles, but here's the first one. We're going to go from this red. And now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 16-inch needle and I'm going to cast that back on. And what it's going to be a scarf. It's going to be open on both ends. And then it will be, so it'll be a tube, basically. Just like what you do on the Addy, the same similar thing, except done by hand. I'm starting with the red. And then Mr. Fiber helped me to pick out colors. And he took 4 colors out of the Advent. I had them all lined out. I'll put some pictures here for you. So he took 4 colors out and he said he liked it without them and lined it back out. And then I wound them in the order that he placed them. So the next color is going to be this pink one, and then this orange one, and then this pink one, and then back to this orange one, and this orange, and this gold, and this way. And then in the end of this bag will be this teal and silver. And from there, we're going to go into this bag and we'll do this teal. I've got it mixed up. I know the order though, because I took pictures of the order of it. But there's the other colors. And what it'll happen is I'm going to go start with that red, and I'm going to start when I get very down to a little bit left. I will work the red and the next color together so it will fade it in. And then when that runs out, I'll go with just the second color. When I get down a little bit on the second color to where I just have a little bit of it left, I'll add the third color and run them together. So it's going to be a tube with a 1x1 rib, and it'll be faded in with all of those colors. So it'll be very long. So now that I have taken it off of the needles, I am going to show you guys when I cast it on, and I'll do a video. So be watching for that. That way, if you want to do something with your minis that you have, it's an idea that you can do with it. So actually, this bag goes really nice down in the bottom of this bag. Okay, then what else did I bring? I brought this one and this one. And I also brought, now you guys don't know this unless you watched the live the other day, but when I opened that bag of stuff from, that box of stuff from Daniel, I asked him where this came from. Well, his partner Ash made it. And he doesn't even have a sewing machine anymore. But, oh my gosh. And I'll link that up here for you guys so you can go watch. But so I brought it with me so that when I start something else, then it's going to go in this bag. So I have an extra one. Then this bag, which is the Holly Hobby bag. This is from Creative Chaos Crochet, Coffee, Yarn, and Chaos. And she has an Etsy shop. I'll link it below. And this is my Holly Hobby bag. And it's the medium to large with all the pockets and all the stuff. And in here, I'm working on the baby blanket. And it's using the Yarn Bee Sweet Delights, Lavender Fields, I think. And then this one is taupe. And I'm switching back and forth. And I have started my decreases. So this is a DK weight yarn. I'm using see, the light is so bad in here, it's hard to say. I'll put it on the screen. I think it's a 4.0 millimeter. And I've just started my decreases, so you really can't see that too well right there, where the decrease is on the sides. A little bit right here. You'll be able to see it more as I go. I went up to 150 stitches, and it's going to be at 150 stitches on a 4 millimeter with DK weight yarn. I'm going to have about 21 inches across, 21 inches square. So it's going to be a smallish baby blanket, which would be great for, say, a car seat or over a, or over the carrier when you take it somewhere. Maybe a preemie. So I'm not really worried. I wanted to get to 36, but it's tough to get there with this DK weight yarn. I'm just saying. Already to 150 stitches, and that's beginning to be quite a slog to get across and back. This is based on my triangular knit shawl, and I'll put a link to that here and down below. So it has the changes from garter to stockinette. So if I'm guessing that if you wanted it to be the 36 inches, which is typically what a baby blanket is, you're going to have to get at least 200 or probably 250 stitches on a DK weight yarn with a 4mm. Okay, and that was one of the things I wanted to do with this, was to find out that information, what the gauge and everything was, so that I could tell you. So there you are. I've started the decrease. You'll see that again when I get some more of it done. So this just kind of goes along with me wherever, because it's just straight knitting. And it's something I take and I put it in my backpack too. And the last thing I brought is my crossover. Now this is using fully spun yarns. In Ice Dreamer and okay, it's fully spun, Ice Dreamer, and the other one is called Black Hat, White Hat. I also have a little pouch in this bag, and it has needle stoppers in it. It has a stitch marker. And this is what I got from the Happy Planner. It's the little teal pouch, crafting from the Miss Maker. And here it is, the Black Hat, White Hat. And this is the Ice Dreamer. And I took it apart because I needed to get this bright out of it to color control. Now all around, this is going to be a capelet, and when I get done, the very end, it's going to be this ice yarn in this purple, and it'll go all the way around the bottom with the little trim of it on the capelet. And here's what it looks like. And the reason it's called a crossover, now this is a prototype, so I have not actually done a lot of writing a whole lot down, because it's a work in progress. So I'll go back in, I'll do some of it, and I'll go back in and I'll rewrite what I've done so that it's going to make more sense. But this is the neck here, so it'll go that way, fairly open neckline, and that's all in crochet. Don't know how to get this where you can see better. Maybe this is a little bit better. So it is crocheted to here, and then I picked up the stitches and I knit down to here. I came back to here and I crocheted this part here. No, I crocheted both of these sections, and then I picked this up and I picked up here and I knit down to here. Now I'm going to pick up this with what's on the needle with the crochet hook. I'm going to slip stitch them together all the way around, and then I will continue with another section of crochet. And that's why I'm calling it a crossover. It's crossing crochet and knit together. And all of this is very easy to do on a knitting needle, because this is doing it in the round, and all you're doing is a stockinette. So you're just knitting every round. And the hardest part of it is just picking up the stitches. So this is a crossover piece. Oh, and see, it was right around Thanksgiving the last time I was working on it. I mean, Halloween. There's that one. I've got this one holding the yarn so it doesn't come off the needle. And I will write this down at the bottom. I'm using my Chai Goo. I do not remember what size they are. I want to say these are a 5mm, but I'll put all that information down below. Okay, so also in my bag, I brought this pouch. I got this from Happy Planner, and this is a silicone pouch. So this is how my crafts cross over, you know, and it's wonderful. I'm going to show you everything I was able to get in this pouch. You're not going to believe this. Look at this. Look at all this stuff. I've got a Furls H. Got a regular, I think it's a G. A B, clover. This is a boy, it's a K. It's a clover 7, 4.5. An H in a metal hook. That's a boy. I've got a nail file. I've got this fancy, I think it's an N. It's an N hook. I use it for the very loose starting chain. There's a G. Nope, it's a C. Got a pair of my scissors. I've got a stitch holder. There's my Rainbow Furls L. This is a Clover L. This is my Furls Odyssey I in turquoise, and I dropped one. This is my J hook with the wooden handle. I'm pretty sure this one's a boy. And all of that fits perfectly in this pouch. And then I brought, because I didn't want to bring all of my needle, you know, interchangeables, I brought my brown sheep yarn needle keeper. Now this is pretty cray-cray right here. Okay, this is a collection. I'll have to show this to you in a different video, but it's a collection of needles. And see, I've got stuff stacked here and at the back, but it's on a binder, and then these are pouches that have the different sizes in them. And that's everything I brought in my bag. So this is the Stars Hollow Cardi. I finished this one. I finished this after I got here. And I've got another video that I'm going to put in here for you guys. Okay, so here is, I hope you guys can see me okay. This is the Stars Hollow Cardi by J Hook Crochet. It's a very large triangle, and then you fold down about 1/3 to 2/3 of the way, and you attach and sew it right here, and you leave the last little bit so that you will have a sleeve, and then you attach a sleeve if you want it. And then you go back around and you add your ribbing all the way around. And it's supposed to hit down on the back of your knees. And this one, again, this one is for Chelsea. And these are the colors that she picked out. To show you a little bit better what it looks like on. I just want to give you a close-up of it. This is the one I've been working on. It is quite big. It's one of those that's like a cocoon style. So this color is the Craft Smart in the color Rainbow. And this one is I Love This Yarn in the color Blossomopolis. And then to go around the outside for the ribbing, and I asked Chelsea how much ribbing she wanted, and she liked just the three, basically just 3 rows of it. Let's see if I can show you that. Maybe if I turn it towards, there we go. And this one is Tweed Indeed by Yarn Bee Hobby Lobby. And it's the color Grape Tweed. So I used almost every bit of it to go all the way around, because you start down here on your point. Looks like I got an end I missed. But you start at your point down here, and you go all the way around, and that was 3 rows of that with that Tweed Indeed. And then I found in my stash, and you know you love somebody when you use your favorite yarn. This is the Heartland Kobuk Valley. It's a strange name. And I did 10, basically 10 rows, and every other row is a decrease. So that is the Stars Hollow Cardi. I'll leave all the information down below for you. Now, Cerberus is staying at Cheryl's house up here in Colorado Springs. And I've been going over there every couple of days to visit him and to visit Cheryl. I'll be going back over there probably in a couple of days, because I got a lot going on tomorrow that I don't think I'll be able to go. Today is Tuesday, 27th of December, I think. And when I went over there to take Cerberus to Cheryl's when I first got here, her daughter had, her name is Cheyenne. Hi, Cheyenne. She gave me a present. And then I have a box of stuff because Cheryl gave me a present. So this is from Cheryl's daughter, Cheyenne. And it's a very pretty drop necklace. And it's all in a sterling. It's got like a, looks like a coil here for the drop part. It's got an extended and a lobster claw, and then it's got these little coil drops down at the bottom. It's so pretty, and I love these snakeskin chains. So thank you again, Cheyenne. It's beautiful. And then Cheryl had gone to wait, since I'm opening her Christmas, there we go. Now getting the spirit, right? Cheryl goes to the, what are they called? The thrift stores, and I forget what the name of them are now. ARC, I think, A-R-C. And she got me several books. There's this one, which is the Knitted Finger Puppets. It's by, this is Meg Leach is the designer, and this is put out by Martingale and Company. So Martingale Press, if you've heard of them. And there are some cute little guys. Let me show you the back. She paid $1.49 at the ARC store for this. Trying to get it where it, maybe you can see them. They're super cute. And then this book is so cool. It's called Knit a Fantasy Story by Jan Messent. Now these are all knitted. She paid $1.99 for this one. And I will go through these books more later, but these books are fascinating. And it is all about these figures, and you even make the play mats for this. Look at that. Unbelievable. Got a box down there. And then this one I had heard of a long time ago when I first started watching knitting podcasts. It was before I started my channel. And this one is by Sarah Keene. I don't think she's the only designer that has done this, but these are called Topsy-Turvy Knitted Dolls, and they're reversible. So look at this. And these are Nursery Characters. So she paid $2.49 for it. Look at this. We've got the wolf, and then if you look underneath on the top, see there's the wolf, and then underneath is Red Riding Hood. So you turn them, and then they're one character, and you turn them over topsy-turvy, and they're the other character. So cool. And I had forgotten about those patterns. It's just been so long, and I had totally forgotten. And when she showed me a book, I'm like, oh my gosh, when I first started knitting, that's something I really wanted to do, and totally forgot about it. So I'm so happy she found a book about it. Now this one's beautiful. You guys are gonna love these, but this is 100 squares to knit, and I'm thinking we're gonna do some squares. I'm gonna start doing some of these. $2.99 was what she paid for this big book, and then the inside it's actually spiral. Here's just one example. I can't go through all of these. I don't want to make this too long, but I don't want to lose what's in my lap. Let's see. There we go. Isn't that amazing? She got me a paper pad for my paper crafts for my other channel. I'll leave a link to my other channel, which is Planning in the She Shed, and that's where I'm doing my paper crafts. And this one actually has a few in the front which you can use. You can punch out the squares, but it's a beautiful pack. These are so pretty. I told her not too many of those because I really got more than I can use. Now she found this on sale, and it's an ornament, so it's going to go on my tree next year. You know, I didn't get a chance to do any of that this year, but look at him. Let's see. Let me get it into the light. Oh, I don't think y'all are going to be able to see it really good, but it's a sloth. He is so cute with his sweater and stuff. Then she got this at the thrift store, and it was a pack for $4.99. Oh, she also got me this ornament. And this one is a Hallmark, and it was on sale. And I have one of these on my as a keychain, but this one's an ornament. So now I have an ornament too, like that. But this pack was $4.99, and it is the clear stamps. So it's a whole pack of clear stamps, and it actually even has a blocks, acrylic block in here also. So lots of different home. There's some flowers. I'll do a better run through this some other time, but, and then here's a clear acrylic square to use to stamp with. And I do that when I make the cards and even in my planners. And then she gave me 2 gifts. Now that I've shown you guys, I can take them out of the boxes. But we've got Sloths with presents. There's socks. He's there with the sleigh. See him? And then there's this is Chillin' with America. Isn't it cute with the stars and stripes? And then this one, which now that I've shown you, I'm going to get it out and wear them. This guy, super cute. Very fuzzy and very, very soft. Look at him. And the leaves, super soft. And if that's not enough, there's a second one. This one is a pair of slippers. So they are just super cute. And now, because Dad has wood floors, there's carpet on the stairs and there's carpets in the rooms, you know, next to things, but the whole house is, well, downstairs in the basement is carpeted. And then the living room is carpeted. But everything else, there's just a lot of wood stairs, so wood floors. So I love to wear the slippers. Okay, that is everything I have to show you. Dad and I had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you all had a good Christmas. Dad printed out, I sent him pictures of everything and he printed them out. He likes to print the pictures. So here is our meal. I made a ham, a big salad. I made a couple of casseroles. Here we are all set up and eating. And here's me and Dad. And so we had, Dad said, he said I outdid myself, which I don't think so, but you know, I did the best that I could. We have put up just about all of it now and left a little bit of ham out, and I'm going to make a pot of beans. We had lunch today with friends, and then tomorrow we have company coming. A friend, there's a lady that my mom painted with. Her name is Sandy, and she was out of town and she left her truck here, and she's coming in, and we're going to pick her up at the airport and probably go have lunch. Dad has an appointment tomorrow in the morning, and then we'll go pick her up at noon and go eat and probably visit. So tomorrow will be a visiting day, and then Cheryl and I may do something on Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure. I'm still just sort of playing it by ear. You know, I get up in the morning, and because of the altitude, I'm still having some getting out of breath issues after just having been sick, but I'm feeling so much better. I got my hair cut. Felt so good to go get a haircut. My gosh, my hair was driving me nuts. And I haven't done a whole lot of shopping or anything other than Dad's getting 3 new appliances for Christmas. Now, he bought one of them. So I get here and we're working on doing things downstairs with the TV, and the Blu-ray player is acting up, and he's been having a lot of issues where he can't, he's on my account so he can watch stuff, and he's having trouble watching stuff. And it's like, Dad, I'll figure it out. Well, I ordered him a Roku. We got it yesterday, got it set up. No problem. Everything is fine. Because I didn't understand why he was having issues with all of his stuff was right. He's got a modem right there. Shouldn't have been a problem finding the modem. So now we got that straightened out. So he got a new Roku. Tomorrow, I've got a pressure cooker coming. Now, Dad does most of his cooking with the toaster and the microwave. He does a little bit on the stove, but not a whole lot, just like in a frying pan and stuff, because he doesn't cook much. So I cook for him when I'm here and put it up in the freezer. Well, the pressure cooker is going to help me out tremendously by getting stuff done a lot faster. And so I told him, I said, we'll learn it together. Him and I are going to learn the new pressure cooker together. The third thing he got was a new microwave. So we were going to go to Walmart yesterday was yesterday, I believe. And so we got all of our leftovers out so that we could have our, you know, meal and then go to Walmart. Microwave quit. We got to thinking about it, and I said, man, I said, it's at least 20 years old. It's an Amana. And he came in this morning and was talking to me. He sat over here and was talking to me. He says, you know, we were trying to figure that out. And he said, actually, we got it the last year when we were in Germany, which would be 1980. The microwave was 41 years old. It was time we set a and he got a new one. It's called, I believe it's a Frigidaire, and it is an inverter. So it's the stainless one. It's got a really big inner portions, like 1.4 cubic feet, I think. Very nice. And how he does this, I don't know, because the box was not all as big as the other microwave was. But when we brought it in and put it in the house in the same spot, it fits perfect right there. So, what else? Cerberus is doing great. He's being spoiled rotten over at Cheryl's. I miss him, but it is what it is, and it's working this way. So, I just go over every couple of days and get my fix, and then it's all better. I think we'll probably leash him up and take him to Joann's, because Joann's is pet friendly. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So, okay, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you are all well and have fun today. Bye, everybody.